Today, I want to show you guys how to completely turn around a program in just one season, man. You could drastically change a program with one recruiting cycle in this game, similar to how you can in real life, but it usually don't go this quick in real life, but we're going to cover it all. If y'all do enjoy this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the ebook/membership, also check out the Twitch, and let's hop into it. So for this, we decided to pick Akron, man, and this is the 2025 season of Fresh Dynasty. Akron is a half a star program, man. They're also a very low overall. So I'm going to show y'all this quick recruiting method, and I kind of went through it before. We have 20 players on our board, all 4 and 5 stars. We only had 2 5 stars. We could go after these 2 guys down here. We're going to try to pursue them. We offer everyone a scholarship. We didn't do any scouting. And all the 4 stars I added are all guys I think might be under recruited. We're not going to go after any 3 stars for in season. We're only going to go after 4 and 5 stars in season. No 3 stars. So, like I said, I added guys that I think would be under recruited. You got a 4-star here. Look at the schools that he's interested in. Oregon is the only big dog. The rest are programs we could probably compete with, man. So I went through all the 4 stars and I pretty much showed this method, so I'm not going to go through it. I showed this method in a few videos just to find guys that will be under recruited. So we offer them all scholarships and we're just going to advance, man. We're going to advance and try to bring in as many 4 and 5 stars as we can. And reminder, we're doing this with one of the worst programs in the entire game. If you're a 2-star, this will get a lot easier as you have more hours and you probably will have a 4-star or 2 already interested in you. So we did an okay job of figuring out some guys that's under recruited. Unfortunately, this guy locked us out for playing time, but we could remove players. So I'm gonna go through like a guy like this, no scholarship offer. We're gonna offer that or we have the scholarship out there, but we're gonna put ours in. Another guy here, but he already has locked us out. So we're gonna go through and use all of our hours on just some guys that are under recruited. So I am okay with walking away with this class with 5 high schoolers. 3 high schoolers. I am good because y'all going to see what we're going to do in the transfer portal, and the majority of these changes will come at that period. So if we come in with 3 high schoolers, that's even better. There's more room for the transfers, guys. So we made it to the off season, man. I went through the season and I recruited. I ain't do the best job. I wasn't locked in, man. I was rushing it. And we brought in 3 4-stars, all running backs. Not ideal. But all of that will change now. We do have this 4-star receiver here who did lock us out. But we're going to stay in the mix. This guy, we're also locked out. But we're going to stay in the mix for this guy. Now you're going to see what I'm talking about, how we're going to really flip this roster. I want to show y'all that I have the portal settings on default. Default portal settings. Nothing crazy, man. Kept them on default for this one. I just want to show you how we're going to dominate the portal and really change this program as a 0-star team. Reminder, we're 0 stars. And I also want to show you our team overall hidden into this, man. So they are 61 through in-season progression. They're up to a 62. Okay. They went up to 62 overall. The highest overall player is at 83. We're going to change that, and we're going to pretty much probably become the best team in our conference instantly. With one transfer portal, man. And yeah, it's crazy because you could do this with any coach. You know, obviously you had Dion go to Colorado and instantly change that program. You got 4 players in the portal, 5 stars, 4 or 5 stars in the portal who can't talk to any. But obviously Dion changed that program within 1 year. But that's Deion Sanders. You know, we're not that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after all of these 4-star transfers that's in the open stage, man. They're free, or they're not going to be free. Some of them might be free. 1 or 2 of them might be free. So we're definitely going to add those guys. Now, where we're really going to get our money is these 3 stars. And we're going to sort by the best ones in the nation, man. And we're going to just go in order and add all of these guys, man. I did a video, I believe it's going to be yesterday when y'all will see it, that talks about the transfer portal and how much improved it is. And all of these guys ranking right here, you see a guy ranked 250, that's his overall. So he could be an 81, 82 overall player. He's probably not going to be a bad player. So we're going to add all of these guys, even if they're in the open stage. But when you do get quarterbacks, they're going to be a little bit different, man. Quarterbacks are pretty much on a different scale than every other position. So when you see the 261st quarterback, his overall is going to be lower than the other players. So just keep that in mind, man. Quarterback is prioritized. So we'll add that guy. I'm going to just go through, and you go position by position if you want, and, add guys at positions of need. But I'm just going to add the first guys we see. I'm going to add as many as possible. And it's O-line. You go every single position, like I said, but we're just here trying to get the best possible players to flip this team overall ASAP. So now that I have them all added, I'm going to just offer every single one of them a scholarship, get them all a scholarship offer. Now the 4 stars, them couple 4 stars, we're going to try to convince them to come to, Akron. It's probably not going to be successful. We're probably not going to get them. We might get one. But we're a no-star team. Keep that in mind. If we do get one, that's amazing. But even getting these 3 stars here, especially the younger guys, man, you could go through and you could cherry pick and really find young players at a good school. That's my method, man. Go for the young players that's coming, the 5 stars, the 4 stars that, really a 3-star transfer, but in high school they was a 5-star. The transfer portal seemed to not really factor in their development trait, even though I think it should, man. Like, you see a guy, he's a 3-star, he could have elite development. He could, like 100% he could have elite development, but the transfer portal is still going to consider him just a regular 3-star guy. He might be the, 1,000th ranked player in the nation. So, like I said, when I'm going through, like I said, I like to go by rank when it comes to the portal, but it's also really worth looking at what school they're coming from. Go through and look at their class rank, man. Like, coming down here, you have a freshman D tackle coming from Georgia. Well, he probably was a 4-star recruit in real life. He's going to transfer to us as a 3-star transfer, but in real life, he probably was a 4-star. So 4 stars usually have better development trait, better skill caps, and you're also going to get that off-season progression with him. So he could very well come in as an 80 overall with progression, but also he could have star development. So when you're going through, look for these younger guys, a freshman, a cornerback from USC. This could be a 4-star, probably was. You could look it up also, but this probably was a 4-star transfer. So it's really important when you're going through adding these guys that's coming from top programs. A Clemson transfer, he's going to come in as a senior. So first of all, whatever class rank you see, add a year. Say he's a junior. When he gets to your team, he will be a senior, man. I feel like they should just upgrade it for us, but let's keep that in mind. Caleb Jackson here, he has star development. He's a good player. We'll see, but at the end of the day, a lot of these guys will never get scholarship offers, compared to a junior from Kennesaw State who could be a good player, but I'm going to remove that guy because, I'd rather go after the freshman, coming from another team. And we're not a team we're probably not going to be great right now. So I just want to bring in these younger guys that probably going to come in with good development trait, like a guy like this, Texas tight end, and he's a freshman, coming from Texas, freshman. He could be a very, very good player. So I definitely want to prioritize the younger guys and then also the guys that's coming from the better programs where you're going through and, offering these scholarships and deciding who you're going to recruit in the transfer portal, man. So we have a bunch of juniors here. Like, what you could do is just go through and remove all of your juniors, or they're going to come in as seniors. You could just remove all of them, just bring in nothing but freshmen. For now, we'll leave these scholarships out here. And what I'm going to do is all of the freshmen, I'm going to actually put hours into, man, because I like to prioritize the younger guys, especially when I'm rebuilding. If I'm a team that's, adding on to a talented roster, okay, I'm more willing to bring in the older guys. But when it's a situation like this where I'm just trying to flip a roster, I want to bring in the younger guys that might going to be here for a couple years and, really could develop with us if they don't transfer out. So I advanced. Let's come back in here to the transfer portal. We're at week 2. And some guys probably going to have to lock this out. But for all of these 4 stars, it's looking slim. It's looking very slim, man. We're probably not going to get any of these guys. We do jump up, within our top 5, but it's probably going to be a long shot. Now, with the 3 stars, some of these guys we're just going to get for free. Like this guy right here, a tight end, we're the only one to offer a scholarship. Probably going to get him for free. This guy, corner, probably won't. We'll have to put hours in. Kyle really wants him. Remove him. We're going to remove him. You could put hours in, but I'd rather remove him. It's so many guys we'll get for free. Center, he'll come in with a solid overall. We're probably going to get him for free. CJ, Might need to put a little bit of hours in. You could remove them. You could not. You could leave them. Like I said, it depends. You could prioritize how you want, man. Let's remove these guys that already locked us out. And guess what? We're just going to go back over to the portal and we're going to add more guys. But first, like I said, I want to go through and see who we need to remove. Baylor really wants this guy. He's a freshman. I actually kind of want him too, man. Like I said, I definitely prioritize the freshman. We put 25 hours in. Let's increase that to 50 just because I think the freshman is definitely worth fighting for compared to the other guys. But junior right here, remove him, bro. Remove him. We could find other guys that's being under-recruited, man. We don't have to prioritize older players that's going to come in as a senior, and, you know, we're also going to get into a dogfight. You know, this guy right here, he's a freshman or he's a sophomore. Let's leave the 25. This guy, he's going to come in as a junior. We'll leave him for now, but you see some of these other guys, we're kind of getting here for free. I want to leave the hours here. Let's even increase to 50. And we have a couple spots open. Let's come back over here to the transfer portal. And now we'll be able to continue to go through, you know, go from 3 stars. And this time I only want to add the freshmen, man. I only want to add the young dogs, you know, but I also care about, you know, their national rank. So we're going to come through, and now when I'm going through and adding guys, I'm just looking for the younger guys, man. I'm just looking, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Oh, I'm just looking for the freshman recruits to bring in to complement our program. That's what I'm looking for, man, especially if they come from a bigger team, a better program, because I believe they're going to come in with just a better development trait more times than not. You know, running back here from Duke, he's a freshman, or excuse me, not from Duke, from Florida, he's a freshman. No scholarship offer yet. Let's add him to the board, man. You know, sophomore here, we could add this guy, but nope, let's continue to move along. You got a freshman from Penn State, tight end. We know about them tight ends. Let's add them along, man. I think that's going to be a pretty solid player. Arkansas, SEC guy. You know, we're already in his top 4. Nobody else offered a scholarship. That's easy money. D lineman. We're not going to turn down any D lineman. Another freshman from Maryland would definitely take that, man. You can also do the same thing for the quarterbacks. TCU, defensive lineman. We're going to be the only one to offer a scholarship. Add them to the board. I said, now I'm kind of just going through and I'm cherry picking just the freshmen. So we advanced once again, and let's come back over here to the roster and see how we looking. So this guy, we're going to get this 4-star receiver to commit. TCU pulled their scholarship. He has a deal breaker with us, but we left the scholarship out there. He's going to commit to us. This is a high school guy. So I'm glad we did that. Now these 4-stars, like I said, it's going to be a fight. Visits, if y'all don't know, they do not work in the portal. Some people said, oh, if you do a visit later, it works. For my testing, do not. It don't matter the week you do the visit. For my testing, they don't have any type of impact. So we're going to leave the 50 hours on these guys. We probably could maybe even try to hard sell, but we couldn't hard sell anyone all year because we don't have grades. So, yeah, that's an issue. But other than that, we're looking good. A guy like this, you know, West Virginia really wants him. We're going to remove the guy. But you kind of see here, some of these other guys, we just have the scholarship out there. We're in first place. Even this guy, we have the scholarship out there. Say we're not even in this top 10, we're in first place as long as nobody else offered a scholarship. If someone else offered a scholarship, he's at least someone in that top 10 right there. He's going to commit to the other school. But as long as we just have the scholarship out there, even we're not in his top anything, just with the scholarship, he still will commit to us. This guy, remove him. He really wants to go to Auburn. You could go, buddy. We're not going to fight. We're not going to put up a fight. Now, when you see yourself getting like a lead for some of these guys, you could go ahead and, you know, move the hours around. You know, we've got a kind of nice lead. I say nice lead. We're barely in first, but, you know, we could remove the hours and prioritize another guy. This guy really wants to go to Baylor. You know, remove him. We don't have to get into fights. I have no idea how a championship contender is up to like a B, C+. I have no idea, but we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. This guy will need to put more hours in. I'm fine with it. We have hours to spend. We're going to get so many of these guys just for free. This guy right here will have to put hours in. He's a junior, but it's worth still bringing some solid players, some juniors. And you kind of see here, this guy lock us out. Not the end of the world. We'll have other guys we could continue to pursue, and we'll keep just doing what we're doing, man. So now this time when I come over here to the prospect list, I actually want to search by freshman. And, I just want to add the younger guys. You got Liberty, quarterback. We could add him, but I feel like he's not going to be that great, honestly. He could be okay. But I just want to go through the freshmen and, just find guys. And reminder, on this screen, it's only showing you the top 500 3-stars. There's way more 3-stars out there with no scholarship, or 3-stars out there that you could pursue. This guy, Will Wilson, he's number 300 player in the nation with no scholarship. I'm much more willing to go after him than that other guy in the 500s. Maybe same thing with Tanner here. Maybe want to bring in Tanner Applewhite. We'll also add him to the board. They're both freshmen. Get a little quarterback battle going through and continue just to look through. And like I said, if you want to find the guys that's not on this screen right here, you have to go position by position, and then you'll see guys in the thousands, because it's like 2,000 almost 3-stars damn near. So you gotta go position by position, and I would do the same exact thing just as far as sorting by freshmen, but just whatever position I want to go after. Let's say we need some old linemen. We got one more spot. Let's say we need a tackle. Let's go to tackle and see if we could find a freshman dog left tackle. And I'm good with this. Arkansas tackle, he's number 626 in the nation. We know he's not going to be a great overall, but he's coming from Arkansas. He might have a solid development trait. So I'm willing to take that risk rather than going after, a guy all the way in the thousands, if that makes sense. So what I'll do is come back over and just offer that scholarship, and, maybe put a little bit of hours in if I feel like it. But the scholarship really will be enough for a lot of these guys. Now, we advanced to the last week of the portal, week 4 of 4. So what you have to do here is, a lot of guys locked this out. That was expected. These are all the 4-stars. I said from day one, we probably wasn't going to get any of these 4-stars. But the reason that they locked this out is don't make no sense. Playing time. I have no idea why they locked this out for playing time. No idea, because they're all going to start on our team. At least this guy, we just didn't make his top 3. That makes sense. But the other guys locking this out for playing time maybe don't make sense. So we're going to go ahead and remove them, because we probably don't have a chance. It's a small chance that these guys, the other schools, pull their scholarship, but I think they fixed that bug that was happening. This tight end, we're too far. Let's go ahead and remove them. So that gives us 4 open spots here. And now just looking through, I just want to continue to make sure we're good for everyone. Even guys like this that were not in their top anything, as long as we just have the scholarship out there, he still will commit to the program. This guy locked this out, but we're looking like the only school to offer him a scholarship. We're going to leave him on. There's no point not to. We're going to leave him on for sure. This guy, Hawaii wants him. So if we want him, all we got to do is just put some hours in, and we'll stay in first place, and we'll outdo Hawaii. This guy, too much of a dogfight. Not worth it. Get out. Just get out. Too much of a dogfight. It's not worth it. This guy, we're putting 50 in. We could probably reduce to 25 because we might need the hours elsewhere. The big thing with the week 4, you have to make sure you're in first place, or first place if other schools offer the scholarship. Like I said, if no one offered a scholarship, you're good. Just offer it. But if other guys, for example here, we got to make sure we're in first place if we want to get this guy, obviously. So we can remove hours maybe off a guy like this, because we're going to be in first place no matter what. If Texas put hours in, they're not going to out jump us. We're too far ahead. So same situation here. We're too far ahead. No one will out jump us. So I'll kind of just go through and see what hours I have left. So we found that we have 6 open roster spots, man. 6 open roster spots. So I want to come back over here to the transfer portal, and now just what we need. Let's say we need a outside linebacker. Let's come over here to the outside linebackers, and let's go 3-stars, see if it's any guys that looks pretty good. Let's go freshman, because I said I like going after these freshman recruits when it comes to just bringing in younger guys. So we go through, and you can find a guy like this from Memphis that, maybe will be interesting. Another guy here, South Carolina, we probably definitely could get him. And let's actually go over to the D-line, and let's actually add this guy, JJ, who is the 1,435th player, but he's from Georgia. Maybe he's good. He's a freshman. Let's go ahead and add that guy. And like I said, I really, really like to rely on just guys that's coming from bigger programs. I think that's a great idea to do, man. I think that's a great idea. Another Arkansas receiver here. He's ranked in the 900s, but he's a freshman, man. I'm really leaning into that idea that these younger guys just have the chance to develop, especially coming from bigger programs. So I'm going to keep bringing these younger freshmen that can develop. And let's just, find 3 more guys that look pretty good. So I added just a couple more players here, man. I just going to put 50 hours in. We have the hours, no point not to use them into someone, even like a guy like this. It's a chance that Buffalo offered a scholarship this last week and put 50 hours in. And if they did, they would pretty much jump us. So it's always the chance. So if there's a guy you really want, you got to keep that in mind. Like situation like this, if one of these top schools offer that scholarship, they will get that recruitment over us because they're in a higher position. This guy, I'm glad I seen it because SMU offered a scholarship. Now we're not going to get that guy because SMU offered a scholarship and they're already ahead of us. So you just got to be conscious of that stuff. So National Signing Day, let's see how we did, man. Let's see how we did. So, how many did we sign? So we missed out on a couple. This guy did not commit anywhere. Okay, he don't want to play. He don't want to hoop, man. He do not want to play. This guy went to South Carolina, Duke, and it happens. Like I said, some of these guys will jump up. This guy didn't commit anywhere. Very, very interesting. It happens. So it looks like we're going to end with 30 players, which is pretty good. Let's look at development traits. So the high school guy, high school running back, star development, elite development on the high school guy, star on the other high school. They're all running backs. Yo, our running back room about to be crazy. Impact on the receiver. This guy is the one that locked us out, but we still was able to get him to commit. Now we get into the transfers. Star development. This is going to be a pretty good player. He's probably going to be the highest rated player on the team. Tight end with star development. Let's continue to go through. Normal star on a wide receiver. He's a junior. He also should be pretty good. Star development on the quarterback transfer. Star development on the freshman D tackle. I believe he's from Georgia. So that's the thought process. Go after these guys from the big schools. Another star development transfer. He's a junior. Impact on the freshman. Impact on another freshman. Normal. Impact, normal, impact. Even the impact development is pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Anything but normal is good. And then a bunch of impacts down here at the bottom. So our class ranked. Where do we end up ranking, man? As long as we're like top 50, I'm good with that, man. 42 with 30 recruits. I'm good with that. I am 100% good with that, man. 4 stars, 26 3 stars. But you're really gonna see it when we're advancing to this next week, training results. That's when you're really going to see it, as our team would just jump up in overall. Our highest rated player was an 83 overall. Now with training results, we should have a few players in around the 80s. Also have a guy jump up development. D Brown, I wish they told me what position he played, because he could be a transfer. He could be a transfer coming in and upgrading development trait. So 2 players in the upgrading development trait, and come back over here and look how much better our roster is. I told you the freshman tight end was going to be the best player on the team. He comes in 89 after his offseason training boost with the star development. The receiver also 86. The tight end, the middle linebacker also 86. You see how much better our roster is, man. Even quarterbacks, 82 overall quarterback. Lincoln, the one we brought in with the star development trait. Just solid across the board. Running back room, damn. Like, we have a lot. For a team in the MAC, this is great. Y'all might be thinking, oh, this ain't that good. For a team in the MAC, this is phenomenal, man. Our team is drastically improved. 86 overall center. We ain't focused on the O-line that much, and maybe we should have. But D-line, good. Like 83s overalls in the MAC is elite. It really is, man. It really is. And then as you continue to progress, you're able to bring in better and better transfers and more 4-star transfers. And that's where you really getting that money at. Dylan here, I believe one of the guys that went up in development trait, and I think he's going to be a transfer, man. It's interesting that transfer players come to your program and their development trait still can increase. Yep, he was at Colorado State last year, and he goes up in development. But that still is very, very good, man. Very good. We'll definitely take that. So let's advance to the next season, because I just want to see what's our overall going to be. So advancing to the next year, and I got a glimpse of the overall. We are the best team in our conference. 85 overall, 89 offense, 81 on the defense. We went from the worst team and one of the worst teams in all of college football to, let's go over to our, if we go to conference standings, we're able to see everyone overall in our conference. So 69, 64, 67, 85, 64, I mean, we just went from, the worst team, one of the worst teams to the best team. And obviously, overall, it's not everything. It's a lot when you're in these small conferences, man. So, do you want to do this for your rebuild? It's up to you. It's up to you, man. I wouldn't want to rush my rebuild because, what's the point? At this point, we had to change conferences. I feel like, man, you got to go P4 at this point. You got to go to the P4 level, whether you rebuild the Pac-12 or Pac whatever, or you just go to the Big Ten or something, because you're now way too good for the MAC. And y'all see what we did with literally a no-star team. Imagine when you're a 2-star, what you could do in that portal. You could do a lot more, especially with your grades are being better. You have more transfers that you could even talk to. 4-star transfers, you can start talking to them. So it gets very, very crazy in this portal, man. But hey, man, I'm here to give y'all the content. It's up to you if you decide to do this. For Online Dynasty, oh man, it could get nasty. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all boys. Check out the ebook/membership, Twitch also, and we're on to the next one.